Today we're going to show you how to set up a caravan on site. We've got a Bailey caravan and we're going to run through all the setup on site for this caravan. We're going to show you how to put the legs down, how to connect the gas, how to connect the water, where we put the electrics, and then we're going to go inside and we're going to show you how to use everything and how to operate everything. If we start on our near side, our door side, on this Bailey caravan, today it's a Bailey Pursuit caravan that we're showing you how to set up. And we've got our main electric locker where we've got our 230 hookup. That plugs into here, and that's literally caravan mains lead, and that plugs straight into our socket. We've got room for a leisure battery. This will take up to roughly 110 amp leisure battery. This caravan is fitted with a motor mover, so again the bigger battery the better, and again just make sure that it is a leisure battery, and we've got a standard negative and a standard positive connections for those. We're going to move on to the front near side locker. These are wet lockers, so again you can put muddy boots in there, etc. If you do get it wet in there, just give it a bit of a wipe out. We've got our leg winder, and again to put our legs down on this we literally pop in and wind, and then again wind it down. On the caravan, you want to get it nice and level. We have got a leveling video in one of our caravan tips videos in the description. We'll put a link to that. For towing, this is set up for a 13 pin electrics, so make sure your vehicle is set up with 13 pin electrics. If you've got two 7 pin electrics on your vehicle, make sure you've got an adapter coming back to the 13 pin. We've also got the Alco AKS stabilised hitch head, and again we've got a hitch up video on our YouTube channel. If you have a look through in the description you'll find a link to that. Another storage locker, again it's a wet locker. If it does get very wet in that, just give it a wipe out. Moving on to the gas box, set up for propane. We've got the hand wheel on this one, so no need for a spanner. Just remember it's opposite thread to connect to the bottle, and again opposite to disconnect. Literally then we just turn the gas bottle on, and just make sure it's hand tight on there. Regulators fixed on this one, you don't need to do anything with that. It's just literally just for servicing, so all that you'll need to do is turn your gas bottle on and off and connect your bottle. We've then got the water pump. This will be in the sink once you collect the caravan. This will just be in the sink literally, and then once you put it into your water container, drop it into your water container, and this plugs in. Just below we've got our waste points, so all of your wastewater from sink, shower, they'll all come out of there. We've then got a Truma vent for the boiler, so hot water and heating is off the Truma heating system, and that's just vented off there. Again, nothing to do on there. We've then got our cassette toilet, and again to empty the cassette toilet it's pop up the little handle, this comes forward, we open out the tube, remove the cap, and we've got a little air vent at the back there as well for when we empty that. Hold the air vent in and that will just let everything out there. For the cap on the top we can slide the little bung out. We can open this up manually, and blue chemical then just goes into the bottom. When we put this back in, just make sure that the little trapdoor there is fully closed. This will then push back in. If we come to get this out and it's difficult and it's sticking, just make sure that the little trapdoor inside is closed, otherwise this isn't going to come out as easy as it should do, and you could end up damaging that. Flush water, just get the key for that one. So we've got our flush water at the top, which is literally pink chemical and water. We pop it in with a little watering can or a pop bottle full of water, and it's just pop it straight in there. It's literally when it comes up to the top that's full, or when your feet are wet. That is the only indicator that you've got as to when that is full. For draining off the flush water in the winter, or when you're not going to use the van for some time, we've got the little tube here. The little bung pulls out, and this will drain off all of your flush water in the system. Again, it's advisable definitely over the winter, drain this fully down. A tiny amount of bleach to clean the flush tank. Really small amount of bleach to a litre or 2 litres of water. Fill that up, let it flush through a couple of times, and also just drain that back out, and that will clean any dirty residue within that tank also. So moving on to the inside of the Caravan, we've got our control panel, which we'll show you in a second. We've got our awning light switch, which we can just pop on and off from the switch in here, and then we'll show you the control panel. So we've now set the Caravan up on site, so we're on site, we're ready to use the Caravan and move inside and start turning everything on and showing you how to operate everything. We've got our control panel by the door. We've got our master 12 volt on and off. We've got our internal lights on and off. We've got our awning light, as I showed you just a second ago, on and off, and then we've got our water pump. At the top here, we've also got our voltmeter, which we've not got a battery connected at the moment, so we're just literally running off the charger unit, which was just over 13 volts. If you hadn't got the 230 volt electric plugged in and we'd got the battery on, this would just show you what the reading on the battery was, which again, a fully charged battery should be around about 12.5 volts. Before we put our water pump on, we want to make sure firstly all of our taps are in the closed position. So before we put our water pump on, we need to make sure that our water heater drain bung is in the correct position. In this one, in this Bailey Caravan, our water heater is located just below the wardrobe, and our drain bung is located just right down in here. So our drain bung is the little yellow tab that my finger is pointing to right there, and it's located right at the very front of the boiler, so it's a little bit of a difficult one to actually get your hand into. To drain the system down, we literally flick the yellow bung into the upright position as we've got there. So if you're using it through the week, or not going to use the Caravan for a certain amount of time, if you was going to leave the Caravan for a month or two, you'd want to drain the system down, and also through the winter. So if we've come back to the Caravan and we've not used it for some time, we just want to pop this yellow drain bung back into the down position as we've got now, and that is then ready to use. And we're happy now that we're not going to turn the water pump on and just drain all the water straight back out of the Caravan. So again, that drain bung is literally just down there. So right at the very front of the wardrobe. So now that we're happy that our drain bung is in the correct position, all of our taps are in the off position, we can now go ahead and turn our water pump on. So once we've made sure that our water pump's in the on position, our drain bung is down, we've closed all of our taps, because again, if it's through the winter and we want to drain the Caravan down fully, we want to turn the drain bung in the up position, open all of the taps up. So when we come back to it, we need to close all of the taps down, put our drain bung down, and now when we fill the system up, it's not going to come through as we've got it now. For the first 5 minutes, we're going to get the water coughing and spluttering as we have here, and that's because we're trying to get the water back through the system, fill everything all up, fill our water tank fully up, and then once we're in a position where we've filled that water tank up, we'll get a nice constant flow of water as we have now. Once we've got that position there and we've got a good flow of water, we know then that we can put our water heater on and we're not going to cause any damage to the boiler on electric or gas. Now, to turn the heating system and the hot water on, we've got the little truma panel just above the door. Now, one thing that we need to make sure is if we want to use this on electric, that we've got the little plug symbol. So very first thing to double check is that that plug symbol is in the on position, or you've actually got the plug symbol there. To operate the system, we press our control dial in the middle. Our first flashing symbol is actually our internal temperature. So to put our heating on inside and set our temperature, we click onto that one. It'll then come up with our little internal temperature symbol in that top left, and at the moment we've got the system off. We'll now set our desired temperature to where we want it to, and that will then start flashing, and we'll get a gas symbol. Now, the gas symbol doesn't mean that it's on gas or electric or anything like that. It's just a symbol just to literally say that our room heating has been turned on and we've asked for that to start working. And then as it is working and we're actually putting heat out, you'll get that flashing symbol at the top, which is the just to tell us that the heating inside the Caravan has now been selected. If we want to now pop our hot water on, we move to the next symbol with the water and the temperature, and again we click that one. At the moment we're off, and we've got eco setting, we've got hot setting, and we've got a boost setting. So our eco setting is sort of a low setting, so if we went onto a site and we hadn't got a lot of power on the site, was a low ampage site, we'd want to use that on eco. If we then just wanted normal hot water, we would set it to hot. Or if we wanted to boost our hot water for 30 minutes and just get the water hotter a little bit quicker, so if we'd been out and we hadn't had our hot water on and we just literally wanted to get the hot water on as fast as possible, we've got our boost setting, and that will then boost that water for 30 minutes. If we just literally want to come into the Caravan, put our hot water on initial setup on site, we just literally set it to hot, and that will then just run constantly in a hot water setting. You'll see at the top then that we've got then also our temperature hot water symbol flashing, just to literally tell us that our heating is now on with our gas symbol, and we've also got our hot water on too. Now we can then come along to either gas or electric settings. So if we've gone onto site and we've only got gas, we'll want to set this to our gas. If we're on a site and we're using electric, we'd set either electric 1 or electric 2, and again we've got electric 1 is a low setting and electric 2 is a high setting. Now we've also got the option of a mix of gas and electric, and again we've got mix 1 and mix 2, which again is mix of gas and electric on a low setting and mix of gas and electric on a high setting. So again, if we wanted to heat the Caravan up quicker, we'd just come in from really cold temperatures and we want to get the Caravan warmed up and the hot water warmed up quicker, we can literally just set a mix of both, and that will then use gas and electric just to heat up quicker. Now for normal settings, you're not going to want to run for any long period of time on a mix of gas and electric. If you've gone onto site and you're paying for your electric, you're really just going to want to set either electric 1 or 2 depending on the site ampage. Or if you go onto site and we're just going to use our gas and we've got no 230 volt electric, we just want to use gas. But if we do just want to use a mix of both for an hour or so, just to get the Caravan warmed up quicker, that's where our mix would come in. We'll then get our symbol at the top telling us what we've got operational at the moment. So we've got our heating, internal heating, our hot water, and we've then selected for our electric. The next one along is our fan setting. So if we want our heating on with a fan, so with blown air, we've then again got an eco, a low setting and a high setting. So again we can then set our fan for which setting that we want, and that will then blow our heat around the Caravan through the vents. So again, now we've set everything all up, you'll get a screen as we have here, which again we've got our internal temperature set to 21, so that will just keep constantly working on the thermostat to warm us up to 21 degrees. Our flashing gas symbol doesn't say that we're on gas, it's telling us that our heating is on. The water heater with hot is flashing to tell us that our water is heating up. We've got our power symbols at the top there to say that we've got our power connected, and we've also got our plug to say that we've got electric plugged in, and we've also now got our fan setting telling us that the heating is being blown around with the fan. If we have just come into the Caravan and we're going to use everything on gas, I would suggest going to your hob first and running all your gas systems through our hob. Now the reason for this is that this will tell us immediately that firstly we've got gas connected and it's coming through the system, but it will also draw the gas through the system quicker and give us a visual indication to tell us that our gas is on and it is working. So when we come to light our fridge up, or if we come to light our heating up on gas, they're going to light up an awful lot quicker also. And again, we literally press our control dial in, turn it to the side, hold that in, and we've got a little igniter and they'll light straight up. Again, if you've come to the Caravan and you've not had a gas bottle connected for a while, it may take 30 seconds or so just to get the air through the system, and again after about 30 seconds they will light up. We've got a combined oven and grill here, so to use our grill we turn the control dial over to the right to our flame, hold that in, hit the igniter, and again our grill will then light up. Now if we want to go onto our oven side of things, we'll turn it to the left hand side, turn it round to a mid to high setting, hit our igniter, and then we can use our oven. And again you've got the temperature dial on there to set the temperature of the oven as to where you'd want that to. Moving on to our fridge, we've then got our electric, our battery on our car when we're towing, so if you've got the 13 pins on the car we can run the fridge as we're towing, and then we've also got our gas. Now because we've run our gas through our hob and got all the gas through the system, this should light up a little bit quicker. To light it up we select gas, we hold in the thermostat dial, which is this one here, and we hit our igniter. You'll then see the little red indicator moving up into the green. We'll keep our dial on our thermostat held in to hold the gas on just for about 30 seconds or so, and then as we release it we just need to make sure that the little red indicator goes up into the green and stays in the green, and that's just telling us that our fridge then is lit up on gas and that's working as it should do. We've then got our thermostat dial, and again this will work on the electric and on the gas, and we can set our thermostat to where we want it and how cold that we want that fridge to get. If we then want to use it on electric, we just turn it to the electric symbol. So we just choose our electric symbol there, and if we were going to tow on the car, again we just set that to the battery symbol, and that will work as a cool box as we're towing, and just keep that cool. In the top is our off position, and again that just turns everything back into the off position. Little light switch that we've got just underneath, that puts all of our kitchen lights on. We've then got individual lights on our roof light at the top. We've then got little lights at the sides. Again, they've got their own little individual switches on. Again, we've got another roof light at the top. We've got a little bunk bed lights just on the side here, and then in the bathroom we've got a little pull cord just at the side here, and this has also got a little light switch on itself, so if you come in and you pull in the pull cord and you don't seem to have anything happening, just make sure that the actual light switch itself is on, and that should come straight on. For our toilet, we've got our flush button at the top, so just literally press our flush button and that will flush through. To open the trapdoor at the bottom, we slide this one to the front of the Caravan, and that will just open the trapdoor up just to let everything through. And then again, we need to make sure that when we come to empty that cassette out, that this is fully closed. If we haven't got that fully closed, the actual cassette isn't going to come out from outside, and it could end up causing damage. So make sure that that's fully towards the back of the Caravan. The cassette outside, then that should be able to come out nice and easily and freely. We've then got our bathroom taps, again just same as the kitchen tap, we've just got straight on and off, and again same with our shower, we've just got a standard mixer tap on and off there. We have also got the microwave in this Caravan, so again we've got all different settings. So the eco button will wake the microwave up and allow you to use that, and then you've got the on and off and different settings. The microwave plate, always make sure that this is removed for travelling. We're going to take this out now and put this underneath of the cushion there. Whenever you're going to travel, make sure that all of your roof lights, all of your windows have all been shut down. Make sure that the microwave plate's been taken out. If you're going to put the hob lid back down, make sure that these are all cold before doing so, otherwise if this comes down in the hot, there's a chance that this is going to break. And then just generally making sure everything in the Caravan is stowed away and is safe. The other one thing that we've got at the front of this one is our main electric unit is all at the front here, so we've got our fuses, all of our trip switches, everything all in the front in this little cupboard here. Pack of books in the front, we've got our locking wheel nut for all of your wheel nuts are in the front there, and then our radio, the cover for the radio front, and again all of our book work for this Caravan are in here. Hopefully we've shown you how to set the Bailey Caravan up on site. We'll give you a good insight of how to use the Caravan, how everything operates. If there is anything that you need to know in a little bit more detail, or that we've not explained as you wish, just let us know. Either give us a call or send us a message in the comments. but hopefully we've gone through all the main workings and you'll be up and running on site in no time. Thanks for watching.